morning, everybody. Welcome to Strip Club.
Good morning.
Oh, that's a nice response. We're here today at Cozy Quilt Shop, and I'm going to show you our new Strip Club pattern called Cross Breeze. Do you like it?
Yes.
Well, we are featuring today black and white strips. Black and white strips are some of our favorite strip collections because it takes just another vibrant color, a background, and you can have a spectacular quilt. We've gone back to one of our favorite vibrant colors, and we've chosen red as our accent color to go with the black and white strips. So the strips that we start with are all black and white prints. We don't have to worry if there's a certain number of black with white or white with black, but they do have to be black and white strips. After that, we selected the color red for our accent. I'm sure you can see that in the quilt. And then we have white as our background fabric. So in addition to our strips, we have the red accent and the white background. This quilt is so easy you don't need me. Thanks for coming. I'm going to point out the blocks for you. This is the first block, and this is the second block. Now, in these components, the name is Cross Breeze. Thank you for asking.
You said it.
In each block, there are 4 smaller blocks that come together to make the larger one. We call them components. Each block is made, the components are made in exactly the same way, and in fact, the components for the second block and the first block come from the same strip set. We're going to make this quilt even easier by using the tube technique. Tube technique is made even easier with the strip tube ruler. You don't have to have the strip tube ruler. Directions are in the pattern to use just a regular square up ruler. But I will tell you the strip tube ruler is easier. Do you agree?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, now, in studio audience, you know it's a strip tube ruler, so are you prepared for your obligation?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so first you take your strips. You take your black and your white strips, and then you sew an accent fabric. Remember I told you the accent fabric is red. So here we have a black and a white, 2 black and white print strips, and then the accent fabric. Sew those together with the fabric. Bless you. Now we take a background fabric that is the same width that you just cut. All the information is in the pattern. The pattern, remember, is called Cross Breeze, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes. You can get the pattern at your local quilt shop. It has all the information for the 6 different sizes, how wide to cut your background fabric and your accent fabric. And since you are here and we are your local quilt shop, you guys now have the pattern. So now we will take a background strip, put it on top of those other that other strip set that we just created, and we will sew a 1/4 inch seam up along the top and down along the bottom. We've now created a tube. Do you see the tube?
Yes.
Thank you. We're going to take the strip tube ruler. Strip tube ruler. Looks like a triangle. We'll cut out the squares. I'll show you how. Are you ready?
Yes.
Take the line that the pattern says, put it on the bottom stitching line, cut up and down to cut out a triangle. The triangle will look a little like this. Right?
Yep.
Pull the triangle away from your strip set, open up the triangle, and reveal your diagonally pieced square.
Brilliant.
I thought you said you were ready. Maybe we'll try it again.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we have our tube, we've taken it to our cutting board. Take the strip tube ruler. We're going to place the strip tube ruler, the line as it says in the pattern on the bottom stitching line, cut up and down, cut out a triangle. The triangle looks like this. Pull the triangle away from your tube, open it up, and you get your diagonally pieced square. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so once you cut out that triangle, the next triangle you will cut will be off of the top stitching line. So you place your ruler off of the top stitching line. It's the same angle cut, but please make fresh cuts. That's the best way to, and only have like a little sliver of fabric between the cuts. You'll conserve fabric that way, and you'll have nice, clean blocks. They'll be more accurate if you make fresh cuts. The next time you cut, your block will look like this. Do you see the difference in those two blocks?
Yes.
Okay, the tip is looking at the red. On the first block that we cut, the red or the accent is up against the background fabric. In the next one we cut it, it's the same fabrics. Okay, not in this example, but in your example it will be. The red, this is the most important part, will be at the tip. So you will create a number of these blocks and separate them out so that you have a stack like this and a stack like that. You follow?
Yes.
Okay, go up and down along the tube. Make as many tubes as the pattern says and cut out as many component pieces as the pattern says. Separate them into A's and B's. Then collect your A's and B's. Okay, here's some examples of some different pieces. We'll collect a bunch using different fabrics, using different print fabrics, obviously the same accent fabric, and put 4 of those together to create block A. Neat, huh?
Yep.
And then we'll put 4 of these components together to create block B. A, B, A, B, A, B, alternate. Sew your blocks together by rows, sew your rows together, make your quilt, add your borders, you are done. Yay! It really is that easy. You really don't need me for this one. And it is another great reason to have the strip tube ruler and to use the tube technique. So what do you think?
Great.
Any questions? No. No questions at all?
Another colorway?
Well, now, when you look at these black and white fabrics, and you think, the red is very striking. We've done black and white with other colors. We've done it with a very vibrant green, with yellow, with pink. And I happen to have one in blue. Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
Oh, kind stranger. Oh, we got 2 kind strangers. You can both have an N. Because if I hold it up, it's lopsided. Ta-da! Same fabric, now in blue. Do you like it?
Yes.
So now you can sort of pick that favorite vibrant color and make your quilt to look like what you want it to look, how you want it to look. The one on the wall is a queen, and I believe the one that the gentlemen are holding is a throw. It's actually sideways. So it's 3 by 4. Where are they showing it? It's 4 by 3. So remember, 6 different sizes. Great way to use 2.5-inch strips. Black and white with another splash of color. As I mentioned, pink. In fact, I have a pink here that I want to hold up, and this would be a great option. Also notice in the border, we pulled the red to go with the black and white. And it was actually this border print that helped us decide to use red as the accent, because we just love that border print. It's such a wonderful print. And on the sample the guys are holding up, there's no blue, it's just the black and white. You could have done any accent color in that. And quite frankly, you don't have to make it all one color. You can vary that accent fabric. You could do a whole rainbow of different colors. The world is your oyster. Black and white is such a nice palette, you could do whatever you really like. You could even do gray. If you want a monotone quilt, you could even do gray or a solid black. Think about that. Yes, modern Amish. Is that an oxymoron? Yeah. Yeah, modern Amish. Let me show you the pink. Would you mind? So here now we have, thank you. We have the same flower print, but it's got some vibrant fuchsia in it. And then we have this would be a terrific option also for the accent. Lovely?
Lovely.
Now let me just blow your mind and tell you it doesn't have to be black and white.
Oh.
Really? Really, Daniela? So everyone close your eyes and imagine that.
Can't imagine.
You want to see it though, don't you?
Yeah.
I happen to have one here. By the magic of television, Let's see what you think of this. Oh, I think you like it.
Yeah.
All right, pull it taut. How's that? Does that look good? So this uses some batik fabrics that we've used in a past strip club. We've given it new life now. Look at that vibrant blue for the accent and this fantastic border print. And notice the binding. Notice A, it's quilted.
Yeah.
Quilted it down. So is the one on the wall. Are you super impressed with that? So it tells you just how quickly we can get them done and how quickly you should get them done. So I'd like to see some next week, please. Just a couple. Somebody step up. Okay, so also notice that we use the same accent fabric in the binding, so it gives it a feel of a double border.
Yeah.
Because that binding frames it just as the border does, and then the same accent again in border too. You like it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, as it's very easy. I know you can do it. I know it's made even easier with the tube technique and the strip tube ruler. Do you have any questions? I'll tell you something else. Because of the design of the way the tube technique works, you'll probably get an odd number of blocks out of your tube. You will have extra blocks because you need even numbers to complete the blocks. So you might have some extra blocks left over. I challenge you to use them in the back somehow. Yeah? You accept my challenge? Very good. By next week? And for those people who don't hear what the audience is saying, they all agree. They all agree. Okay, do we have any more questions? Well then, if there's no questions, I hope you enjoy this pattern and come back next month and we'll have another pattern that uses 2.5-inch strips. Thank you.